Hello everyone, this is Marcia from One Scrap at a Time, and I'm back today to do a process video for you for Jillibean Soup. So today I'm using two digital cut files from Jillibean Soup that you can find in the Silhouette store. The first one I have is Hello Fall, and I really like the open leaves in this cut file. I thought it would be really pretty with what I am intending to do. And the second one I'm using is called the Leaf Wreath, and it's just a bunch of different kinds of wreaths, and I thought it would be really pretty to use that wreath for my design. So I first wanted to do some background work, so I grabbed a bunch of inks in some different fall colors, some yellows, oranges, reds, some gold, some green, and all I'm doing is just creating some splatters on my background. So I'm using a really heavy cardstock from Basil. It's a smooth cardstock, and because it's so heavy, if I'm just doing ink splatters, I really don't feel the need to use any gesso or not. So now what you see here is I had a whole bunch of leaves that I cut out of different pattern papers. So, and there are a variety of different collections I'm using here. I think some of it's Bohemian Brew, some of it is the Farmhouse collection from Jillibean Soup, and the green might even be Too Cool for School. I just don't remember. But what I'm doing is I'm applying some distress ink with a dauber to the edges of the leaves. I want to give them some dimension, so just a little bit of ink on the edges is all I'm going for. I did not apply any ink at all to the leaf cut file that has that open design, the brown. I did not think that there was a need to do that, so just my colored leaves. Now when my background is dry, I wanted to add just a little bit more color, so I'm going to go back in and add some more yellow in a circle pattern around, just to add more color to the background, to the leaves. So, and I thought yellow would be a really light color to add on here. It did pick up a little bit of the splatters, so you saw me wiping it off a little bit. I would really have preferred to have add the color first and then do the splatters, but this worked out okay too, and most of this is going to be covered up with the leaves anyway. You'll just see a little color poking through, so it works out anyway. So I'm just arranging some leaves quickly to see where I think I want them to go. So I just cut out two of each leaf in different colors, the yellow, orange, red, green, and then I'm using my photo here. And once I had it all laid out on here, I thought my leaves needed more dimension. You know how leaves, when they fall off the tree, they're kind of crinkly looking. So I wanted to add some stem detail and really to curl up the leaves a little bit so that they wouldn't be so flat on my paper. So off screen a little bit there, you can't see it on the camera, I'm actually spritzing the leaves with a little bit of water, and that helps also to blend the distress marker that I'm using so that it's not so crisp. That too is going to be muted. And I apologize that you can't see the spritz of the water going on there. I didn't realize that that wasn't being captured. So once I have the leaves ready and I'm satisfied with the ink and distressing, I'm going to start gluing these down in a circle pattern. So I started off by gluing down these brown leaves that were more open, and then I'm going to be arranging the other leaves around, adding the leaf closest to those brown leaves. But then I thought at the top there I needed a little bit bigger leaf there, so I swapped out the green for the yellow. and move things around just a little bit from where I had it laid out. But it all turns out fabulous in the end. So this photo that I'm scrapping today is of my daughter kayaking. So Minnesota is known for the land of 10,000 lakes. And yes, there are lots of lakes in Minnesota. She was at a friend's cabin for the weekend when she had a break from school, and they did some kayaking. So now I'm going to arrange my title, and I wanted the title to overlap the photo. So I'm not going to put any foam behind my photo. Normally I would probably pop that up, but because I want my title to go over the photo here, I am not going to add any foam adhesive behind my photo. So I'm trying to figure out where I want my Hello Fall. So you see me moving it around. I think it actually shows up better against that sky blue background in my photo. So that's where I'm happiest with it. So I'm going to lay that down and glue it down. Once this is glued down, there are a few other embellishments I want to throw on here. I really am not going to do much more. With just the leaves alone, it's already a gorgeous layout. So I'm going to add a few butterflies, I think, and there's a phrase, puffy sticker here. Alright, so off screen I did do some machine stitching. I decided I needed more texture on my layout. So on each leaf where I had the stems sketched in before, I did do some machine stitching over the top of those. So check out my detail shots at the end to see how that turned out. So thanks so much for stopping by. Have a nice day. Bye bye.